You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of God. The face of God. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are a part of me. A part of me. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the
God.
face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of God.
ruh خدایی.
You are the
You
face of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the face of You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my
I hold you in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of
You
God.
are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of God.
روح خدایی.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face of
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the
Good morning, and welcome to Spiritual Life Center, a church that love is building.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Let us pray. Dear God, we call upon you this morning to be so fully alive in us that we are empowered to align ourselves with your mighty presence, to step forward boldly into our lives, to know our oneness with you, and to do that which is ours to do, to heal that which is ours to heal, and to feel that which is ours to feel. All of this that we might live in a way that glorifies your name, extends your kingdom, and blesses your people. We embrace this in the name and through the power and in the nature of the Christ Spirit that lives within us all. Thank you, God. Amen.
Rose and flows and angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way that you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave him laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way. But now old friends, they're acting strange. They shake their heads, they say that I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life. I really don't know life at all.
This is our time, the time we set aside to partner with our God, our Creator, our mentor, our guide, and our teacher. How often have we asked ourselves the question, what is my purpose? Where is my right place? Why do I hide the real me? Where is my joy? What has happened to my spirit? I really want to be free. These are the questions that are answered each day when I trust in you, God, to show me the way. It is in that precious place in me that I feel your presence, your sweetness, and your power. I come to you now to listen with my spiritual ears, to become more aware of your presence. You are my creator. You have made me in your image and likeness, a being of light and love. You are my mentor. You have sent your Son to be my way shower, one who has walked through his own darkness and into the light of your wisdom and power. You are my guide and my teacher, who is willing to lead me every step of the way to become the master of my feelings and emotions, and whose joy can overcome and overshadow any challenges that I may have. It is in following you, in trusting you, my God, that I am set free. I invite you to join me now for a moment as we close our eyes and keep our minds and hearts open and responsive to that divine spirit, that Christ love within us all. And we do this now in the silence. If you would just touch your heart for a moment and silently affirm Christ in me, and take a moment to ponder that great truth, Christ alive, growing, guiding, prospering and healing and strengthening me. Not my human ego, but Christ in me is my glory. So for a moment, I invite you to join us as we surrender our personality into the service of the Christ, not to destroy it, but to surrender it into the service of the living Christ Spirit in us. We invite this Christ Spirit to illumine every thought we think, to inspire every word that we speak, to direct every action that we take. We ask the Christ Spirit within us to remind us of the compassionate heart within each one of us, a heart for love alone, a heart in service to the divine in all, a heart so pure that it stands in each of the moments of our lives and merely radiates the truth, Christ in us, the hope of glory. Together we dedicate everything we are and everything this spiritual community does to the presence and power and purpose of the living Christ Spirit. And every day I'm coming to know at greater and greater depth that there is a song in my heart, and that I have music in me, and that music is my life, mine and mine alone. I have a covenant with you, God, and I give thanks. I will live my life the best I can to reflect the joy and the love of God in all things. I will remember who my soul wants me to be, what my soul wants me to do. In my heart is a sacred space where I am safe and secure. Now in my heart I can sing, now I can be anything. I have no limits. I am free. I feel myself being lifted up, for it's a new day. Every day brings an opportunity to be a new me, a free spirit, an opening for the spirit of love to flow through me and out into the world. And I thank you, God. I thank you for every opportunity I'm given to be a blessing. Thank you for the peaceful presence in my world. Thank you for my increased ability to accept what is without asking why. As I continue to live my life for your greater honor and glory. And so it is. And now, if you'll join me as we sing and pray the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
The title of this song is Gabriella's Song, and it is from the movie As It Is in Heaven. It is now that my life is mine. I've got this short time on the earth. All my longing has brought me here. All I've lacked and all I've gained. Yet I've always followed heaven, and it took my trust far beyond words. It has shown me a little bit of the heaven I've never found. I want to feel I'm alive all of my living days. I will live as I desire. I want to feel I'm alive, just knowing I was good enough. I have never lost who I was. I have only left it sleeping. Maybe I never had a choice. Just the will to stay alive. All I want is to be happy, being me. To be strong and to be free, to see day arise from night. I am here and my life is only mine. And the heaven I thought was there, I'll discover it there somewhere. I want to feel that I lived my
Hello there, friends. Hi. Hi. Well, it's November. It's an immersion into the living untethered beyond the human predicament series here at our beloved SLC. My name is Martha Creek, marthacreek.com to contact me directly. And it's a privilege to share the space with you and to take a look at a new possibility for us. From the text, it says, we all want to feel more joy, more happiness, and a deeper meaning in our lives. Are we looking in all the wrong places? Makes me think of a song. When our sense of wholeness depends on things, or our sense of wholeness depends on people, anything outside of ourselves, whatever it is, a new house, a coveted new job, a lavish vacation, a new relationship, or a return to our healthier state, sooner or later we're bound to feel unsatisfied. That's why we have to look. We must look inside for real freedom, for real love, for real inspiration. So our journey is inward. And I'm often quoted as saying, go within or go without. And it's exactly what I mean. And there's a new book with Martha Creek's name on it called Presence and Potential. You can get it on Amazon if you want to. And please, if you do, write even a short review of it, because that's how we get it out into the world. And my mission, as you've heard many times, is to serve those who serve and to get empowered teachings out to the whole of humanity. So power and potential, presence and potential on Amazon. And it's on Kindle at 99 cents, or on the paperback version is $9.99. It'll make a great holiday gift. So as we look at what causes us to not live untethered. For me, it includes trying to control life, telling life how to do it, directing life, putting my wants and needs and shoulds and shouldn'ts out there. When the truth is, most of life will unfold in accordance with forces far outside of my control. The truth is, most of life will unfold in accordance with forces far outside your control and my control, regardless of what our mind says about it, regardless of what our wanting is, regardless of what our desire is. Have you noticed? So this constantly trying to control, this constantly trying to put our wants forward, our preferences forward, which doesn't mean that we won't have wants and preferences. Of course, we can't help that. We're human. They're hardwired in us. The difference is having wants and wants having me. Having wants and getting dependent on getting what I want, which is a true recipe for HELL. So think about that, what it would be like to live more liberated, freer, untethered, by simply accepting that life is going to unfold according to its own nature, through forces outside of anything we can control or comprehend. And we sure don't have to like it. We sure don't have to love it. And it's still going to go the way of nature. So maybe some surrender as part of our end of the year practice, some surrender. Now, your families won't recognize you at the holidays if you downgrade your preferences a little, if you don't have some snarky comment to make about the food they're serving, or what they're wearing, or how they're treating their health, or how they're voting, or something else. So what if we make the change we want to see for our soul's sake, for our spiritual self-care. The other thing is how we're constantly trying to be okay. Since our very earliest memories, to be okay enough that mama wouldn't react that way, or okay enough that daddy wouldn't be mad, or okay enough that I would be acceptable in school, or okay enough. So what if today, just by the fact that we exist, that we're incarnated, that we are being breathed, what if today we determined, you chose, I chose to say, I'm accepting that I'm okay, just like I am, with the warts, the wrinkles, the maladies, the whatever it is, I'm okay. I am okay. All the parts of me are okay. My righteous judgment, my criticisms, my fears, they're included. They're included in my humanness. So if we took a big dose of self-compassion today, and if this speaks to you at all, check out what Kristen Neff, Neff, is doing around self-compassion and what the scientists say about it, what the proof in the science of our brain, what happens to our brain when we get more compassionate with ourselves. And I'll have a little talk, lecture, presentation on that here in a week or two. So if we stopped trying to be okay and just let ourselves be okay. It's okay. I spilled the milk. It's okay. I didn't remember to take a cake out of the oven. It's like, it's okay. I used a harsh tone with my family. Like, it's okay. I'll go back there and make amends. I'll say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the tone I used. I regret that. That wasn't my highest self. And the more self-compassion we can offer, the more apt we are to take responsibility for our actions, not to go into a shame collapse over it. Just like, oh, I can't say anything now. I can't even face them now. I can't go back around them anymore. I'm so ashamed of myself. So what if we became okay? So that means I'm going to accept that the world is going to unfold according to its own nature. I'm going to accept that I'm okay as I am. What I am and being and doing is okay, which doesn't mean I won't take responsibility for it or make amends, make restitution, remedy it as I can. And then the third is like how we're constantly trying to hold it together. Have you noticed how exhausted, depressed, despaired, down we can get just trying to hold it all together? It's like we've got some mastery of keeping 12 balls juggled up in the air. We've had to learn how to do that. And then life will blow through and here comes another ball and now the whole 12 collapse. Or we're worried about the whole 12 collapsing. Hold it together, hold it together, hold it together. And in my family, that was a common message, particularly from the patriarch of our family, one of my uncles who I love so very much. And when things would get intense or emotional, he would say, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. It's like, oh, that's a great idea. So, pull yourself together. Like, how would I do that? In this chronic state of anxiety of trying to hold it all together versus let me just see what would happen if I didn't try so hard and put for so much struggle and so much effort to hold it all together. If I just let myself drop the balls, collapse, have a meltdown, have a big temper tantrum, have a big cry. Now, try not to do this with your people because it'll scare them. But in your privacy, in your bath, in your bed, in your car, where you could just say, I'm going to let myself struggle less with this. I want to experience not constantly trying to hold it all together, at least to the degree that I have been. And according to the text in Living Untethered, and this is one of the practices is in the group that I facilitate. If you really want to see how far gone we are in this, stop doing some of the things you're doing and see what happens. Give it a little test. If you really want to see why you're doing certain things, stop doing those things and see what happens. Watch the reaction, the inner reaction, and likely an outer reaction too. And two more parts of this, which is for me, this constant effort to try to figure something out. It's absolute insanity. Why would they do that? Why would she say that? Why didn't he do that? Why haven't they called me back? Why didn't they meet the deadline? Why couldn't they just open their email? Why would they still be hurt about that after all these years? Why did that have to happen? That something bad had to happen to such a good person. This constant figuring out attempt, hopelessly, by the way, hopelessly trying to figure out what we cannot figure out, what we will never comprehend in this dimension, what I will never comprehend in the human form, in this constant efforting and struggle to figure it out, which is another chronically anxious state of predict and control, figure it out so I can predict and control. So what would it be like if you stopped trying to make sense out of things that do not make any sense? Stop trying to make sense out of things that we can't make sense of. So my greatest spiritual practice, I'm asked about this quite a bit in interviews and podcasts and radio shows, by the way. And the answer has been the same now for a few years. What is your greatest spiritual practice? And it is accepting the mystery of it all. Accepting the mystery of it. And on my best days, I can be somewhat intrigued by the mystery. And on other days, I'm very, very, very scared of the mystery, as I'm still trying to predict and control and get it to unfold according to my timing and get it to unfold according to my preferences. And hi-ho, back to hell I go. And then the piece about whatever happens in our lives, whatever they do or don't do, or he does or didn't do, or she does or didn't do, or whatever the body does, to do not let anything that happens be so important that it closes my heart. So that regardless of what happens in life, I'm going to take some responsibility to meet life on its terms, to meet life and accept I can't understand this. And even though I can't understand it, I've got to accept it, that it's included. And I cannot let it close my heart and be the person I want to be here on the earth. So what might that look like for you? To look at where our heart is closed or guarded or shut down, afraid, and take a few deep breaths, like right into the heart, maybe even now, like I'm going to see if it'll open back up just a little, if it'll open back up toward that person that hurt me, if it'll open back up toward myself and how I wasn't proud about how I responded to something. And I do this as a daily practice, like before I close my eyes, like whoever I put out of my heart today, I've got to put them back in my heart. Now they may have to be in a timeout in my heart, but they're back into my heart. I can't leave them out of my heart because it hurts my heart. to do so. So it's a double edge of that. And one of the essential requirements for spiritual growth is our emotional health, our emotional growth, and coming to peace, some greater peace with what we cannot control, accepting what we cannot change, changing what we can, and a keen awareness to know the difference in that. So if you just sit with yourself some, you'll experience the strength of your body, of your heart, of your mind, and you'll likely experience the strength you used to have. And you're wanting the strength you used to have of your mind or body or heart. And even in those moments, if our heart may feel weak or weaker or wobbly or a little shaky, not on solid ground, it's okay. This is included too. This is the essence of the spiritual path. This is the essence of a spiritual life, that it includes some suffering. It includes some pain. It includes a holy discontent, doubt, wonder, bewilderment, faith and a lack of faith, a waning faith and deep faith, both and accepting that these disturbances have very high regard for us. These disturbances, inner disturbances, have very positive intent for us. And the more I can accept that, the more I see that any thought that's coming and going is actually coming and going, that any feeling caused by the thoughts are also coming and going. They're rising and passing. And more, with our powers active, will and understanding and faith and love and strength and power and zeal, imagination, creativity, resilience and grit, we can see that a lot of that can come and go, rise and pass, and it not disturb our seat of consciousness, or less disturbed in our seat of consciousness. So, what's in your seat of consciousness today? What's running your show? And what do you prefer to run your show? What do you prefer to be your experience? There is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that we are not the voice of the mind. We are the observer, the infinite, the eternal. We are the one and witness of this. We're the one hearing this. And to the degree that we take some resistance down, we get to more and more live untethered, freer, liberated. God bless you. Namaste. I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you serve. I bow to that. I'm so grateful for our journey together. MarthaCreek.com to contact me. And please go over to the YouTube channel, Martha Creek YouTube channel, and like and subscribe there. That's also gets the teachings out to the world. And go over to Amazon and buy that Presence and Potential, this new printed material to get these teachings out. And certainly like and subscribe here on the SLC Troy channel. Thank you for what you do for the ministry. Ministry is our call to minister. God bless you. Blessings to you till we meet again.
Feels like I'm surfing on a sound wave, zooming through the universe. Feels like we're bouncing off of light waves. I bounce so hard sometimes it hurts. Well, every time I think I'm stuck, the sun moves along and my shadow gets up. If you're lost, relax and be where your feet are. Every time I try to follow someone's way, my end result is not the same. But then I do that thing I do that's just for me, and amazing things start happening, and again and again. And every time I think I'm stuck, the sun moves along and my shadow gets up. If you're lost, relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet Is where I'm spacing out, still looking up when I'm feeling down. I try to walk the talk I talk, but the tale is taller when I look up. It's still too easy to feel small. Still I found if you're lost, just relax and be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, kick back and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. If you ever get lost, relax and be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. I'm gonna be right here.
We are grateful to Jason Mraz for this beautiful singing. Nancy Ingalls, thank you for your wonderful music this morning. Reverend Martha, another marvelous message. Thank you so much. We are pleased that each of you could join us for today's service, and we do invite you now to join in our prayer of sharing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we ask that you support Spiritual Life Center with a donation to this ministry. There are 4 ways to do so. The first is online through our secure website, www.slctroy.com/give. A second way is mail a check to Spiritual Life Center, 41340 Fox Run Road, number 106, Novi, Michigan, 48377. A third way, you may call my cell 248-925-6214. Speak directly with me, providing credit card information for a one-time charge. A fourth way is every single Friday you receive an email, and in there you'll see in a couple places, donate here or donate online, donate now. We welcome anyone who is joining us for one of your first times, and we invite you to join our email list by visiting our website, www.slctroy.com. And in the upper right corner, you'll see join email list. If you just click on that, insert your name and email address, we'll see that every Friday you receive information about the upcoming Sunday service, as well as a link to any upcoming classes. If you have a prayer request, send these to ronaldfscott@gmail.com, and we will forward these on to our powerful prayer team of more than 30 members. Next Sunday, Reverend Anita has a wonderful Thanksgiving message for you. And the Spiritual Life Center Christmas party will be on Sunday, December 10th, just about a month from now. Be sure you let us know your food choices. We're close to capacity of 80 persons, so be sure to let us know if you have a friend or loved one who wants to come. Reverend Martha's wonderful new class is on Tuesday evenings during November. It is titled Living Untethered Beyond the Human Predicament. The link is in your Friday email each week to watch it live, and you may watch it after the fact on our YouTube channel, SLC Troy. Immediately following the end of today's service, everyone is invited to join us on Zoom for a time of social connection. The link was in your Friday email. But first, let's join together in our peace song and benediction. God bless.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now as you go forth, know that the light of God surrounds you, the love of God enfolds you.
The Lord bless thee and keep thee.
The power of God protects you.
The Lord make his face to shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee.
The presence of God watches over you.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and grant thee peace.
Wherever you are, God is.
Amen. Amen.
Go your way rejoicing. All is truly well.